Hey everybody, and welcome to my N5 series on the SP404 Mark II, where I cover a topic in about 5 minutes. CCMP23 writes in and asks if there's a way to quantize a pattern change to next bar instead of waiting till the end of the pattern. And the answer is, of course, unfortunately, no. I will say if you really need that as a way to navigate between patterns and you want to be able to queue up at the next bar, you're probably going to be better off making your loops one bar and just dealing with that. Unfortunately, there's no way to quantize on quarter note or bar or 2 bars or 4 bars or something. It would be a feature I would like to see in the SP404 Mark II show up, or even allowing us to do something where you can kind of have, I guess, a legato style where you could switch between patterns and just do it in real time, and it would just switch out whatever notes we're playing. Unfortunately, we don't have anything like that. So as CCMP23 points out, and I had pointed out in the video that was being responded to, you can hold subpad, but just to go back and do a refresher here, if I play this, I can queue up in the middle of it to go switch between bars. Unfortunately, like there's no way for me to tell it, hey, switch over. Now, if I hold subpad, I can do it when I want. And I was close-ish, but that wasn't a perfect switch. The problem is that subpad is auto switching over to the other pad, so it's or to the other pattern. It's not really what you want. The other thing that CCMP23 had pointed out that I don't think I had pointed out in the video, but if you have if you're in skip back buffer mode where you're hitting mark and going to the skip back buffer, there is a setting that can kind of trip you up and disable your subpad, which is, if you go shift and utility under system, I think it's, yeah, subpad mode is, if it's set to skip back, I believe it won't let you do this. Yeah, it won't let you auto trigger between the two. So like you can't just like immediately switch. It's going to be based on the bar. So if you're finding that you have this behavior where subpad doesn't seem to be auto triggering into the next pad, the reason is because when you're in sample mode and you hit subpad, it's going to switch you over to your skip back buffer. And if you don't want that behavior, then you're going to have to go back shift pad 13 to get into your system settings and make sure you have subpad mode set to retrigger. So yeah, I guess, again, the best advice I would give you is if you really need to change on a bar or other specific amount of timing, then just make your patterns 1 bar or make them 2 bars or 4 bars. It's not ideal because it's going to cause you to have to work through things and manually change much faster. Or now you're going to have to start going in and figuring out how to use the pattern chain mode and then editing the pattern chains in real time. I don't know that that's super optimal for either of them, but give it a try. Anyway, thanks for the question, CCMP23, and for everybody else, thanks for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good, and drink some water.